thing I knew but I was still struggling to accept is that it's okay to not have everything figured out at this age. Quantum physicists, they believe that the world was framed from thought, right? Was created from thought or by word, right? So I'm like, if scientists know all these things, why are we Christians not in the full awareness of this thing, right? Because before you bind yourself to another person, it's so important that you know yourself. We think that school will solve all our problems. We think school will bring us out of poverty, and that is a big lie. See, I always tell people, what is the difference between Otedola, Adeleke, Ote, and horse, right? It is what they know. That's what I'm saying. Don't rush to enter relationship. See, don't rush to enter relationship. Just love yourself. Like, that's even the best way. Hey guys, hope you guys are doing great. I'm fine. I trust you are doing so well. So in today's video, I'll be talking about what I wish my younger self knew, or what I wish I knew as a teenager. I'll say what I wish I knew when I was 20, 21. So if you're interested in this kind of video, definitely keep on watching. I have my points here, and I'll be looking down a bit, but those points I wish I knew when I was a lot younger. The first thing I knew but I was still struggling to accept is that it's okay to not have everything figured out at this age. I love to watch videos, I love to listen to podcasts, to read books that reassures me of that. You just want to be doing something, and I think it's okay to relax. It's okay to not have everything figured out. Like I said, it's okay to just relax, breathe, and just use this time to develop yourself, right? So my first point is that you should just use this time to develop yourself. Like, when I mean develop yourself spiritually. If you're a believer, this is the time to take your work with God seriously. Learn to discern the voice of God, because human beings are tripartite beings, right? We have the body, we have the soul, we have the spirit, and the one who takes control is the one you build, right? The one you focus on, the one you are constantly developing, right? So you need to develop your spirit. You need to be able to discern from God, because see, no matter what you achieve in life, once you are disconnected from God, your source, like, your life is going to be miserable, because you'll be like, okay, you feel some void, some emptiness in you, right? So this is the time to just strengthen your connection with God, learn to discern the voice of God, learn to listen to God, study the word of God. The word of God works, right? The word of God is what you need to sustain yourself. I was reading a book, that was like last week, and they were like, quantum physicists, they believe that the world was framed from thought, right? Was created from thought or by word, right? So I'm like, if scientists know all these things, why are we Christians not in the full awareness of this thing, right? Because even scientists know that the universe didn't just appear. So why are we Christians just taking things casually? So that shows you that the word of God is the essence of everything. So you need to develop your relationship to God. You have to strengthen your relationship with God. This is not the time to be looking for a relationship. Of course, if you've gotten to the point where you feel like, I think I can cope with a relationship, I think I'm whole, I think I know what my purpose is, I think I'm ready to bind myself to another person, then you can go ahead. Before you bind yourself to another person, it's so important that you know yourself. It's so important that you know your likes, your dislikes, you know your purpose, right? Before you bind yourself to another person, because as we grow, we learn more about ourselves, we discover more about ourselves, we know things that we want to do. Like, do you understand? Imagine you picking someone along the line and your values doesn't align. Maybe you've already married, or maybe you guys are married, and then you start to grow one another, and maybe hatred starts coming in, or the man feels like, okay, she's not submitted to me again, she's not submissive again, she doesn't respect me, because now there's a gap, right? So you need to find out what you want to do in life. You need to find out your likes, your dislikes, your value, your purpose, before you bind yourself to another person. Like, this thing seems simple. Who's that? So guys, this thing seems simple, but you need to take it seriously before you bind yourself to another person. Yeah. The second thing you need to do is to try to find something to do. You need money to sustain yourself. You need money to live a better life. You need money to live your dream life. You need money to do your baby girl life, right? You need money to ball. You need money. Basically, we'll spend money every day. Like there's transaction going on in our daily lives, right? There's always buying and selling, right? So you need to develop yourself financially. Just look for something to do, right? Nowadays the internet has made things so easy. You can do legit jobs, like legitimate jobs that can bring you some money, right? So even as a student, you don't have an excuse that okay, I'm still in school, there's nothing I can do, I can't take up a job because I'm still in school. Like there are plenty of things that you can do as side hustle, right? So you need to develop yourself financially. You need to have something doing, even God will bless the work of your hands, right? So you need to have something doing before God can bless it, right? So just try and develop yourself financially. Especially as a lady, there's this narrative that even myself, I want to be a baby girl, right? I want to be like a madam, but I'm trying to develop myself. I'm getting better, right? So just find something to do. There's this narrative that okay, ladies are just meant to marry and then the husband will take care of all the responsibility. Nowadays, even husband say the load is too much, right? It's shaking. So even as a lady, you have to find something to do to support, right? You need to have your own money. See, having your own money brings that respect. It gives you confidence. Ladies, we all know that ladies love security. We just want security. We need to know that okay, we are safe. And I think that's why most ladies run towards rich guys. They just want to marry someone that has money. Because they don't want to suffer, they don't want that their children to go through what they went through and all that kind of stuff, right? So unlearn certain things, unlearn different mindsets, the mentality that you have. You need to unlearn those things. And as a lady, you need to have your own money. You need to have your own money. That's all I will say about that. So the next thing is developing yourself academically. We know in Nigeria we believe that okay, no, we don't believe it. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. In Nigeria, we hear the saying that school is scam. School is not scam. School is not scam. If you know, you know. The issue is that we think that school will solve all our problems. We think school will bring us out of poverty, and that is a big lie. See, personally, I believe self-education is so important. So some people they'll say, and see, let's get into this point, because this way school is structured, they will make you hate schooling, right? They will make you hate books. And people will say, oh, see, once I just finish school like this, even signboard, I'm not going to read it. I know you've heard that kind of saying before, especially in Nigeria, where they say, anytime I'm not going to read it, I'm going to stop reading books. But education is important. Education helps shaping your skills. You understand your talent. It brings it out. It's refined. Yeah, that's the word. It refines your abilities, your skill. So education is not really meant to bring you out of poverty. It's meant to refine you. Do you get? And at this point, I'm going to recommend a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. This book is going to liberate you. This book, when I read it back then in 2021, 2022, it was so powerful. I'm like, this, tell them, people need to know, right? Because school is it's like a circle, right? You go to school, get a good grade and get a job, go to work every day, build a family, then maybe how am I going to say now, go on vacations. If your job gives you that leverage, to be able to go on vacations, if you are earning enough to go on vacation, and then you die, right? So personally, I've hated that idea of just getting a job and being in that rat race. If you know what I'm saying, right? School is just like a rat race or a job, right? Getting a job is like you getting into a rat race, So basically, just go and read that book, right? So school is not meant to bring you out of poverty. education is just meant to refine you, to refine your talents, like I said already. So school is not scam, but what is important is self-education. See, I always tell people, what is the difference between Otedola, Adeleke, Ote, and horse, right? It is what they know. People say, my Yoruba people say, information like info, like information gives us leverage, right? Information sets you apart. What you know differentiates you, right? Because I'm like, we are all human beings, right? We are all human beings. We have the same mind. We have the same brain. Like it doesn't have two brains, right? Or two brains, sorry. It doesn't have two brains. It doesn't have two minds. Like, it doesn't have two eyes, it doesn't have two head. And I'm like, so one day I just sat down and I'm like, what is really differentiating these people from us? And I realized that it is what they know. It is how they've developed themselves, how they've refined their mind, like they've transformed their mind. See, if you think the way them Adeleke, Dangote, and all those guys, if you think the way they think, I believe that you get the same result as them. If you have the mindset they have, I believe you have the same result as them, because having a certain mindset includes the people you interact with, the kind of books you read, the associations you have, right? The people around you, the way you think, your thought pattern, right? It's highly that, right? I was reading a book by John C. Maxwell, and I was saying that two things define you: the people that you associate with and the books you read. The people you associate yourself with has a higher, like I think 80% or 70%, like it takes 70% like of your life, and 30% comes from book. So you see how powerful people are, right? So yeah, that's it. Develop yourself academically. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, it's not school smart or school smart. I'm not talking about school smart. Be life smart. Read books, listen to podcasts, watch educational videos, and you get the juice, right? And develop yourself emotionally. I think for us ladies, we are emotional beings. Guys too are emotional, but I think the way the society has made them, be a man, so you have to bottle up those emotions, right? But we ladies, we are, I think that's the way God wired us, right? We are more emotional than men. Men are logical beings. They think, sometimes you don't understand why we, like ladies, behave in a certain way. You understand? Like, why are these people behaving? Like, how are they behaving? How they even think? You can't understand women. So I realized that as a lady, you just need to develop yourself even emotionally, because there's this saying that my brother always tell me. He will always tell me that, Sarah, don't be too emotional. Try to be logical. Try to be logical. Don't be emotional about everything. You understand? Try to be strong. And I'm not saying that we should leave that feminine horror. Do you understand? But don't be too emotional, because I've realized that why are young ladies making certain mistakes? Personally, this is what I think. A lady that has developed herself so much, you develop yourself mentally, financially, academically, spiritually, and ways, maybe your career, your job, and then when this guy enters your life, maybe let's say you're richer than him, and then you just fall off totally, like you lose yourself just because you are in love. And sometimes I'm like, so a lady is doing so well, and love is powerful, right? Love is good, love is powerful. Should I say this? So I'm like, as a lady, we love someone that is like way more higher. Personally, I want to marry someone that is way more higher than me. That's what I believe. That's what I want, right? I want someone that is more financially capable than me. I want someone that is more emotionally mature than me. I love guys that are intelligent, right? So I want guys, but yeah, I want someone that is way more higher than me. So I'm like, so when certain guys get into the picture and maybe they're not as high than you, why do ladies just fall off totally? they will even be sending the guy money. They will be, I'm not saying it's bad to send your guy money, but like losing yourself totally, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you now end up marrying someone that you are way better than, and then you start having issue in that relationship or in that marriage. So I'm like, okay, if ladies start to think logically and okay, this is, and know what you want, guys, know what you want. Okay, this is the kind of guy I want, right? So it's if that is what you want, okay, you want, maybe when you fall in love with someone that is not as high than as you, that's fine. But I'm like, you know, developing yourself is never easy. It is never easy. And you got into this point, and then you just one random guy that is all about like scamming you. He doesn't even really love you, and then you just quickly fall prey. So that's what I'm talking about. Just don't be too emotional, right? Don't be too emotional. Just like try to be a bit logical. Yeah. So develop yourself emotional. Not everything. Don't like. I'm not saying that you should leave your feminine energy. That's not what I'm saying. If you get what am I explaining this well? But yeah, so I'll go to the next point. So the next point, what I wish someone told me, or what I knew early, is that you should embrace yourself, love yourself before loving another person, right? An average lady, if you ask her who she wants someone that can take up leadership skills, like has more leadership ability, someone that can take more responsibility, like a guy that is responsible. And that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it's bad for you to send your guy money. You guys don't misquote me, because now I'm thinking that you people, well, sure, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's bad for you to show a guy love. I mean, you need to show a guy love. You need to, you know, whatever way you want, whatever works for you guys. But yeah, don't misquote me. Don't misquote me. What I'm saying is that just because you're in love, that it should not take your life away from you. That is what I'm saying. Just because you're in love, that doesn't mean you should lose your life. That is what I'm saying. That doesn't mean you should lose your brain, your sense. That is what I'm saying. No. Okay. I need to put that disclaimer out there because old people. Okay, video is getting long, so I'm just trying to wrap up. So embrace yourself, love yourself. Right? It is hatred for you to hate something and you want another person to love you. It is wickedness. That's what I believe. You don't love yourself. You don't like the way you're broke. Take my hand. This is so much. Okay. You don't love the way you are broke. You don't love the way your life is, and you want another person to love you. Is that not wickedness? If that's not the highest form of wickedness, tell me. That is wickedness. So you need to love yourself, embrace yourself, work on yourself, develop yourself before you go into a relationship. For me personally, that's what I believe, and I think it makes sense to embrace yourself, love yourself, and because see, this guy will not fill in the place of God in your life. This guy will not fill in the place of you loving yourself and being with yourself. He's not going to fill in those gaps. Do you understand? He's going to love you. If a guy loving you as a lady now should be addition, like should just be additional. Do you get? Like even as a guy, like someone loving you should just be like an addition, right? So if those people are not in the picture, you're okay, you're fine, you're whole, you're complete, right? So yeah, that's it. Make sure you love yourself, embrace yourself, love yourself, accept your imperfections too, accept it the way you are. So I think I will make another video concerning this aspect, so just watch that video, right? Yeah. And the last point I'm going to say is that relationship can take a toll on you. Let's not even lie. Relationship is work. Is hard work. Relationship is hard work, and so you need to be able to be ready. See, relationship takes time, it takes money, it takes effort. Relationship is a lot. Do you understand? And you know, maybe you're still in school and you may be finding it hard to balance between school and your relationship. And you know, some people, they can't really cope, they're emotional. That's what I'm saying. Like ladies, they're emotional and they can't really, once there's small argument like this, one fight, you know, her life is all around the guy, so she can't even eat, she can't do anything, she can't read her book, she's having tests the next day, but she can't really focus, her mind is, guys, I've seen these things. Okay, as a lady, I remember my roommate in 100 level. Yeah, like she and her boyfriend were having issue, and this girl couldn't read. Like book was in her front, she was studying like this, and she was like, "Guys, I can't read." And she started sharing that she has issue with her boyfriend. She can't she can't concentrate. I'm like, this thing is real, and I know. If you know, you know, right? Because like relationship can be a distraction sometimes, especially if you're not ready, if you're not able to balance it, right? So balance is so important, but I think getting that balance is a bit hard and difficult, but once you are able to attain that balance, it's a lot easy and it makes your life better, right? So yeah, just know yourself. That's what I'm saying. Don't rush to enter relationship. See, hey, don't rush to enter relationship. Just know, love yourself. Like that's even the best way, because now when you're in a relationship now, your life is not, your life doesn't evolve around him or that person. Do you understand? Okay. So you have your own life. Basically you have your own life, right? So relationship can take a toll on you, it can strain you, it can stress you, but you need to be prepared for a relationship. You need to be prepared mentally, emotionally, financially, anything. Do you understand? You need to just be prepared, right? So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and this was just a random video. I just wanted to talk, and because if you're able to do these little things, it may seem little to you, but if you're able to do those things, it's like you'll see changes, right? Your life will be so much better in your teenage years, or as a young person, right? So yeah guys, I hope you learned a thing or two in today's video. Please don't forget to guys, like this video, let other young people see this video, subscribe, share, and drop a comment below. Which point do you think resonates more with you? Which point do you think, okay, this sorry, you are saying the truth here? So leave a comment in the comment section, and yeah guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.